Hello everyone, I am Phoenix Tremaine and this is my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Also, I'm going to speak on the scandal that's going on with Kim Fields right now. That's been reported on like B. Scott and Perez Hilton. So we'll get into that. But if you haven't done so, please subscribe to me. I'd really appreciate it. I like it to I would like for you to enjoy this social media experience with me. So if you can, please subscribe. Feel free to like and comment. I'll also put my links to like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. So you can join me on those social media outlets as well, which I'm very active. My Facebook page, I am at the 5,000 max, but I have a tendency to piss people off and put controversial shit on my page. So if you don't mind controversial shit coming up in your Facebook feed, then you probably want to be my friend. Because I lose at least one or two a day. But there's usually a whole list of people wanting to replace the people that are gone. So with that said, let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, I'm going to try to speed through this shit real quick because the episode was okay, but there was a lot of boring ass bullshit that we didn't need. Starting with the opening scene, which was an insult to my intelligence, where you have Kenya sneaking over to Sheree's house to try to get a look inside of Chateau Sheree, where Sheree just happens to be on the porch sweeping, really, and then Kenya is sneaking up on Sheree. Now, this is what gets me, is like, don't be like Love and Hip Hop, where they just do completely stupid things like we're supposed to really be dumb enough to think that they actually don't know what's going on, that the cameras are there. Like, for instance, on Love and Hip Hop, when they wake up in the morning. No, bitch, you got a whole fucking camera crew out there, light, sounds. You know, these people in the union, they didn't sit there all night and wait for these motherfuckers to wake up. When people be cheating on their spouses and shit on camera, really? Or saying, well, I have the secret, I don't want anybody to know. And, bitch, you on TV. The fuck? You getting paid. So, like, really? Well, most of y'all are getting paid. So when I see Kenya sneaking up on Sheree, like she doesn't have a whole camera crew following her, you know, what if Sheree wasn't home? So it's all set up, and that's what takes me out of the reality of reality TV and make me go, I'm not stupid. Don't put any fucking shit on the screen. But they end up having to bet whoever gets their house finished first by Christmas has to clean the other one's house. Okay, whatever. But it's nice to see Sheree back on the show. Then you've got Portia and Phaedra looking for lingerie for Duke. Really? As I've said in many videos, I'm not going to say the boy gay, but he's throwing my gaydar way off. And then when they talked about him with trannies and shit, I'm like, hello? You know, Cordell, I actually like Cordell and Portia together, but she has a type. I'll leave it at that. Cynthia and Candy are at a restaurant, and nothing's really important is said. Kim Fields and Phaedra Parks meet. And this is the scene they kept showing with her crying, saying all she has is her kids and you know, like carpooling and shit. And she's crying because she doesn't have a life. She doesn't have friends. And Phaedra wants to be her friend and get her out there. Like, you know, you gotta get your hair done. You gotta get your nails done. You're a woman. And Kim's like crying like, oh, I don't do that. And Phaedra's like, now you will. Now, my biggest fear with Kim Fields is these girls would get into her life and the show would get in her life and torpedo it the way they've done so many other couples. I don't want Kim Fields in fake fights with her husband like Candy and Todd and Nene and her husband. I can't remember his name right now. Or Cynthia and Peter. All this shit. Whatever. I don't want to see that from Kim Fields. You know, she seems like a genuine person, and I'm really liking her spirit on the show. I really don't want her to turn out to be a bitch. You know, let her be like Candy, that if you come for her, she'll come back for you. She's not gonna be a little bitch, but you have to make her like Candy. Candy don't just come for people. You know, you gotta come for Candy. In that way, she gets to be the nice one. Then the Portia tries to have Skype sex or FaceTime sex with Duke. She went and she got, lingerie, and she's ready to masturbate and with her man. Now, once again, takes me out of reality. Is she really gonna have cameras there from Real Housewives of Atlanta while she's masturbating with Duke on the phone? No, we know that's not gonna happen. What happened was that was their breakup scene. I don't know if he's coming back to the show, but that was their breakup scene because he kept putting her off. He was doing things at football camp. He was busy. So, she calls Phaedra. Phaedra's like, drop him. You're trying too hard. And so, seemingly, that's the end of Portia and Duke. She decided to go in the bathroom and play with her vibrators and shit. So, that was that. And then we have another Kim Fields scene. Now they're pairing her up with Candy. And shockers, Kim talks about wanting some of Candy's dildos and vibrators and toys and shit. I wasn't ready for that. They've been propping her up to be like the goody two shoes, all about the family. And then Kim's talking about she's loud during sex and, she wanted to try toys, but she's been too shy. And Candy's like, girl, I got you. So I'm going to give you a starter bag. I'm not joking. She actually said that. So that was interesting to see that Kim possibly does have some reality TV show type, hijinks in store. Then Kenya and Cynthia try to set Sheree up by bringing this girl Tammy on their little boat outing. Tammy is somebody who knows Sheree's ex-husband and says that she knows things about Sheree. So, but ironically, Tammy and Sheree don't get into it. Sheree's actually good in this episode. She don't get into it with anybody. Shamia, on the other hand, is in Kenya's crosshairs, and Shamia don't back down. So she's on the perfect show. So Kenya decides to tell the captain to throw her off the boat. But while Kenya's trying to have her moment, it gets stolen by Cynthia, the other diva on the boat, and basically, let me say a couple of things. I'm skipping ahead. I have another note here that Tammy tries to get Candy's help. Her son is an artist, and she's looking for a producer to help him out. And Candy said in her confessional, she's not doing shit for free. She got, and tells her she's got 2 other groups, but the lady's very aggressive. But Candy, she don't give a shit. She's like, if you ain't talking about paper, then we ain't talking. And then the thing that really got me, because it was a little more personal to me, was I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I've never drank before, I've never smoked before, I've never done drugs before. So when I meet people in a social setting, people that drink are always trying to get me to drink. I'm like, no, I'm not drinking. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not fucking drinking? And they'll talk about they're gonna sneak some shit in my drink or and I'm like, what part of I don't drink don't you fucking understand? And that's how Portia was with Kim. Kim's like, I don't drink. And so Portia was like, oh, we're gonna sneak some vodka in your water or something, she said. And Kim is looking like, just give me some fucking, she's like, I want Coke, I want Sprite, or I want water. I don't want any alcohol. And I just really felt Kim on that because I've gone through that shit for the last 20-something years of people trying to aggressively get me to drink because I don't. Fuck you bitches. I don't drink. Get over it. Let me see. And then Kenya says she's taking Kenya's on her bullshit again, talking about, girls shouldn't be dissing each other. What? We talking about fucking Kenya, people. That's all Kenya do. That's what Kenya do from the time the show start to the time show end. So basically, the whole big blow up was Cynthia. Something happened with Cynthia, and Portia was like, whatever, bitch. Although I don't think she said whatever, bitch. She's like, okay, bitch, something like that. Although Cynthia said she said whatever, bitch. So Cynthia's like, don't you call me out my name. And Portia's like, we've been calling each other bitch the whole time. Candy's like, yeah, y'all been calling each other bitches, since we got on the boat. Because these girls, they want to use gay lingo and they want to call each other bitches and all that kind of shit. But for some reason, I guess Cynthia wanted a storyline. So she decided at that moment, well, shit. Let me start some shit real quick with Portia. Called her dumbass and all this other kind of shit. So eventually they said, Portia, just apologize to her. And Portia said, didn't do anything wrong because I didn't mean it with any malice. So she goes and she give her a half-ass apology. But then Cynthia is like, well, don't you, with her fingers and shit in Portia's face, and Portia's putting her finger in her face. Before you know it, they start fighting. We don't get to see it because they change the camera angle. So all we hear is a scuffle. And then that was that. And Kim looking crazy like, oh shit, did they just start fighting? So, but we see in the next episode that they're calm and it's another day and they're going to go talk it over, whatever. You know how these bitches do. So it's all manufactured. It was great for the trailer to see them fight. But I think Portia learned her lesson from Kenya. If she and Cynthia got into a fight, it was scripted. Point blank, period. So that was the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But just as I was about to finish this, because I already filmed a review of this earlier, and then I saw that there was a little scandal going on with Kim Fields. That Kim Fields is being accused of being a diva. I think by TMZ, B. Scott, and Perez Hilton have all reported on it, that there have been instances that have gotten the crew and the girls in the cast upset that Kim, they cited two things that Kim supposedly did, allegedly did. That one, she, on their annual group trip, the girls were all told leave her kids at home. What did Kim did? She brought her kids. And then, during a really long shoot with the girls at a restaurant, Kim left till she had to help her kid with her homework and bounced. So my biggest fear with Kim Fields has been that she would lose her family, or her life would just be a lot worse by being on a show. But what they're calling diva antics, I'm calling putting the family first. She's a mother first. She's a professional, but at the same time, she's not going to sell her soul to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If her kids need her kids need her. Just like if I'm at any other job and I'm a person who don't have kids, I'm like pissed because I got extra work because somebody at work, their kid's school called and they had to bounce early and shit and go to the kid's school. That's what the fuck you gotta do. So I commend Kim for standing up for her family and saying, look, my family comes first, not this show. And probably if you don't like it, I'll leave. I'm sure that's what she said, allegedly. But they're calling her being a diva because she's doing that when the other girls aren't doing it, and that it's like special treatment because they're allowing it, the producer, and allowing it to happen. So that's the big Kim Fields drama that people are talking about. I don't think it's a big fucking deal. Let Kim, have a nanny or something, have the kids in view, something. But if you want her on the show, this is just going to be her caveat. As a producer myself, I've had to make, exceptions. I've had actors bring kids on the set before. I didn't like it, but it didn't stop the production. So, that's that. That's Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's the controversy. What do you think? Do you think Kim is out of control for putting her kids before the show? You know, I've read some comments people said online that business comes first and that she needs to leave her kids at home, whatever. But she don't have to. She's Kim fucking Fields. You know, when you look at all the other people on the show, it's like, okay, who's Portia? Who's Phaedra? You know, they're all professional people, but they need the show. Kim can, I'm sure, can get a job, especially being thrown in the spotlight. Even as one season on Real Housewives, we get people talking about her again and get her out there. Worst case scenario, she does production work and directing behind the scenes. So whether she's in front of the camera or behind the camera, I think Kim will be doing just fine. So that's it. That's my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Good for Kim Fields if it's true. If it's not, shame on y'all for just starting shit in the blogs. And hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, join me on social media. And also, don't forget to subscribe. And thank you for watching.